This is a building directory touchscreen demo. This would be used on a kiosk that would reside in a building lobby. The kiosk would transition through a number of images during idle mode. Again, these images can be created by yourself. You can upload them, preview them, and publish them to the kiosk at any time. It basically invites your visitors to touch the screen for the directory, and when they do so, they're presented with a menu. Now this menu is very customizable as well. Your background can be one or more images that will change throughout the demo. You'll also notice the buttons are on the right justified, but you can have them centered or left. In the bottom left we have an accessibility button, and what this does is permits people who are visually impaired the option to increase font, decrease font, change the contrast, or return to default settings. Clicking anywhere else will remove this dialog box, and any changes made here are reflected globally throughout the program. Let's take a look at the first two buttons, which is your main directory. This is where you list all your company and all your people within the building. To find a company, it will list everyone alphabetically by default. It tells you where they are, suites, and we also have an information button on the right hand side. You'll notice we still have our accessibility button here, and we have a keyboard. So right now we're looking at all, but I'd like to filter it down. I know the company I want starts with M. So when I type the first letter, it actually just narrows it down. I could continue typing if I actually know the name of the company. Let's get them all back again. Of course, you'll notice that there's a scroll button on the right hand side. Let's go take a look at finding by person. You'll notice the background changed here. Again, alphabetically sorted by default. And again, I can scroll, or I could filter by alphabet. And we also have information buttons here. Now, what you can do with these information buttons is you can actually attach all sorts of content to them. So for example here, we've attached a simple PDF. It might be just more information about that company. Now these buttons are totally customizable. They don't need to appear at all, and you could just have a find a company, find a person, or you can add any type of additional content that you like. And this is the real scalability of this program. For example, we've added a map here. If this was a university or a large building complex, you might want to let people know where they are and how to get to different areas of the building. Another example you could use for custom content here would be leasing. This would show people what space is available and who to call in case they'd like to rent some space. You always have a return button in the bottom corner that will bring them back to the main menu. You also might want to do something like a CPR clinic. Again, this is just a JPEG that has been previewed and published to that kiosk, and you can remove it as soon as the event is over. There's so much flexibility in these buttons. You can attach any type of media, such as movie files, flash files, JPEGs, PDFs, PowerPoints. It's allowing you to use programs that you're very familiar with to customize this, where no coding is required whatsoever. We're going to now show you the demo on how to administer or manage this particular directory.